Hey kids, we're going to work on part 6 of lesson 8, creating functions with parameters. Today we're going to use a very powerful command called use random numbers. This is going to provide us a random input to all 3 of our drawing functions. We're just going to insert the call to random number where you would otherwise put numbers. So essentially we're going to go find our draw starfish part and we're going to put this block of code in. Now you can find the random numbers block under math. So it is helpful too because most of the stuff is color coded. So if you see an orange color, you can just look down, find the orange block, and there you go. So this one is pretty straightforward. All I'm going to do is go down to my code, look for my starfish, which is right here. Right now I currently have a parameter of 65 and 40. What this random number is going to do though is going to generate a starfish randomly between the numbers of 0 and whatever I choose to pick. Realistically, these things can get about to 70 before they start looking more like a star than a starfish. So I'm just going to use the number 70. But I could go up to any number as wide or as high as this is. And remember, this is 320 pixels by 450 pixels. So those numbers are limited there. So I put a random 0 to 70 in. I'm going to do the same thing down here, 0 and 70. Now when I hit run, I should see my starfish randomly be different sizes. So let's hit run. That looks normal. Reset. Oh, that's definitely different. Reset again. See a little hole in my starfish, definitely a different size. 2, both tiny ones. So as I go along, they're going to constantly choose different variables between 0 and 70 and then input those numbers for the length. Pretty interesting. What I do to 1, I have to do to 3. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to go to my seagrass. This one, I'm going to do the same thing here. Random numbers, we're going to go between 0 and 170, which was the tallest, 120, which was the tallest one that I have down here. So again, I'm going to do 0. Oop, forgot to put my function in. There we go. 0 to 120. I should hit reset, and now the seagrass should be different sizes as well. Ah, look at that. Beautiful. Last one is the fish. Now we have 4 parameters on my fish. Remember, the first one is the one that only deals with size. So I'm just going to replace the first parameter in each. These go from 0 to 60 to really look good. I'm going to go crazy and go to 80 though. Let's see what happens. I should be able to hit reset. Now everything should change sizes here. Wow, look at that. Big fish, small fish, and everything in between. Let's just double check we got everything we needed to do. Random numbers. Make sure we use this command in here, which we did. Make sure we update our 3 objects, which we did. And we ended up pretty much matching our code down here with the instructions. Let's hit finish and see what code.org says. Good job, kids. I'll see you in the next puzzle.